Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel Far Away. In this video guys, I'm going to be talking about some of my best paint guns that I have. I'll be talking about each and every one of them. So let's get started. Alright guys, right here you can see a lot of different brands, a lot of different types of guns, and I'm going to show you each and every one of them and talk about them as to why I like them and which are my favorite. And let's start off with the most obvious and one of the most expensive ones that I have, which is the Iwata Supernovas. Now the WS400 Evil, it says here that it's made for clear, okay, but in reality guys, any paint gun can be made for clear, can be sprayed for base, can be even sprayed for primer. It doesn't really matter. It does matter on the tip for primer, so you're gonna have to look around for those, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. This one is a real good gun. I've had tremendous and success with these guns. Now if you have the budget, one of these guns would do for every single one of them, okay? Now I do have the Intec. The Intec, it's made for base, but like I mentioned before, I've used it in clear with clear also, so it doesn't really matter. Both of these are 1.3 tips, and these are some of the best guns that I have ever used, okay? So that's why you see me continuing using these guns, and also in my logo I have these guns. So let me put the price as to how much each gun costs, so that you know more or less how much you're looking for to spend if you're gonna go this route, okay? Alright guys, next it's the SATA, the 3000B RP, which is this one, and the 5000B RP, which is this one. Now both of these guns are excellent. They do the job. You are not gonna have any problems with them. They are a bit expensive also, so not a lot of people are gonna be able to get these, but if you can get them, you will not have any problems, you will not have any issues. I've used both of these guns with base and clear, and I've never had any problems with them. Okay, the 3000, it's a little bit an older model, but I've had it since it first came out, so I've never had any issues. Now the 5000, I know that now there's the 5500, but I haven't gotten a chance to get a hold of one. But the 5000 BRP is it's a real good gun. I've sprayed also sealer, I sprayed base, and I've sprayed clear with them, and never had any issues with them. So these are another brand and another guns that I have, guys. Now the price range, it varies, but more or less here's the price range. And continuing with the paint guns, guys, now these are guns that I tried recently. I hope you watched the video. It's the Vilbus DV1. This is a brand new paint gun that the Vilbus came out with. It's the DV1. These are both with the DV1B plus tip, the 1.3. Both of them are the same. So This is a real good gun. When I tried it, it sprays the base, the metallic base, real nice, real flat, no modeling. So this is a real good gun for metallics. For clear, it throws the clear tremendously flat. Also, I know that they have another DV1 which is all black, and that one's specially made for clear. I've never used it, so I couldn't tell you about that one, but the DV1, it's a real good gun, guys. Real good gun. I haven't used it that much, but I do recommend them. I know that you're not gonna have any problems. So let me just put the price as to how much these go for, and you decide. Here we go. Here's the next one. The company is ITALCO. This one's the Gloss X1. And this is the Mini Shine by ITALCO also. So this one, guys, I made a review. It sprayed, I think I sprayed black with it, and it sprayed it real nice, real flat. I didn't have any issues with it. I didn't have any problems. I did not try it with clear. I need to try this one with clear so that I can give you a good view as to how this one sprays with clear. The Mini Shine, I haven't used it. I'm gonna be doing a review on it soon, so just stay tuned for this one. This is a mini paint gun. This is the one that they added my logo into it, so I need to review this one. I'm gonna be doing a review on it, so stay tuned for that. Okay, this is from the ITALCO, and let me let you look at them, and I'll give you the price as to more or less how much they are running. Alright guys, and these are from Avalon. The company's called Avalon. This is a U20 with a 1.3 tip, and this is a TRI-U with a 1.3 tip. These two guns, guys, I just got them. I need to make a review on them. I need to do an unboxing also, but these are the guns. They're brand new. They just came out. The tip, I don't know if you can see the kind of tip it has. It's called a tulip, the tip. So it should atomize the paint a lot better. I need to make a review of them. This one also, it has the same type of tip. I'm trying to get you as close as possible without going out of focus, but the tip is one of the unique features that this company is coming out with. So I'm going to be doing a review on these two guns, so just stay tuned for these, and hopefully you'll like them. So this is the price range more or less as to how much these guns are going for, and you decide. And let's continue. Okay, this one's the Vilbus Flg5. I gave one of these guns away, guys. I hope that the winner is gonna put it to good use. I ordered myself another one. Reason being is that a lot of you want a review of this gun. I've never tried it, so I ordered myself another one, and I'm gonna be doing a review. I'll give you my honest opinion on it. I hope, as to what I've heard, it's a real good gun. So let's just put it to the test. Just stay tuned, and a video of this review is coming soon, guys. Okay, this is where more or less how much the price range on this gun is, and this is a really inexpensive gun. So a lot of painters claim that this is one of their favorite guns. So I want to see how good this gun is. All right. Alright guys, here's another one. This is from the company Welcome, and this is the Genesi Carbonio 360 Lite, meaning that they did this gun, they redid this gun lighter and less heavy. This is a 1.3 tip right there, and this gun, guys, for paint, it's real good. Reason being that you're not gonna waste a lot of paint. Everything that's this gun is spraying goes directly to the panel, and you'll use less paint. That's one of the things that I've noticed. I really love this gun. I have the clear also. This is the base, the HTE base. I also have the clear. The only thing that I loaned that gun, hopefully they'll bring it back. But this is the base. This is the base gun. It's a real good gun. It's a little, well, I want to say a little expensive, but it's worth it. This is the price range as to what this gun is going for, more or less. And let me show it to you. Is the Vilbus Gti Pro Lite. I've had this gun a lot of years, but I haven't used it that much. This is a 1.3 with a TE tip. The cap, I mean. I used it once for a video. I loved it, but I've gotten so many guns that I left this one behind. So I'm gonna start using it so that you guys can see how this gun sprays. But there's many videos out there spraying with this gun, guys. So let me talk about it. This gun sprays real good on the base and the clear. I haven't used it with the sealer, but I'm assuming that it'll do real good with the sealer, guys. So let me show it to you. This is the price range, more or less, how much this gun goes for. So here it is. This is from Harbor Freight. This is a Spectrum Black Widow HVLP. This is a 1.7 tip. This gun, guys, I use it for primer. It's a 1.7 tip, so it has a real big tip, but for the primer it lays it down flat. So this is a real nice gun for primer, guys, and it's not that expensive. That's the only one of the only guns that I use for primer. So let me show it to you. The price range of this gun is right here. So let's just get let's see it. they do make this gun, guys, also, and 1.3 tip, which is real good for base and clear. It's exactly the same. The only difference is the tip. Here we go, guys. The next one is the Husky HVLP paint gun. This is a 1.8 tip, and this gun, guys, what I use it mostly is for metal flake. It's a real good gun for metal flake. It doesn't get clogged up, so I only use this gun for metal flake. I have used it for painting a motorcycle with the 1.4 tip that it has also, and it did a real good job. So I know it's capable of doing a real good job with the base and the clear. The only thing is that I just use it for the metal flake. That's my preference on the gun for metal flake, so this is what I use. Okay, this is the price range more or less as to what this gun is going for. Let me show it to you. Alright, guys, this is another one. This is from U-Pool HVLP. This is a 1.0 tip. This is a mini gun also. I've used it for graphics. I usually use it for like low rider patterns and all that. So this gun sprays real nice. I've never used it for any other thing. I haven't applied clear with it or anything, but just for candy paints on graphics. That's usually what I use this gun for. So if you're looking for a touch-up gun, this is a real good gun. I've used it several times. I've used it on that pedal car also. So if you need some touch-up guns, this is a real good one. The price range on this, here's the price range, and let me just show it to you. Alright, guys, this is another paint gun. This one is from the Vilbus. It's a siphon feed. It's model MGB 501. This gun was sent to me by a viewer. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I did a complete restoration on it. I cleaned every single little thing. I put new gaskets, so it's functional. It's I haven't tried it yet, but it's a functional gun. It's a real old gun, but it's a the Vilbus. So thank you very much to that viewer that sent it. I really appreciate it. Now, last but not least is my Model 7 by Binks. A Binks Model 7 with a 36 SD tip. This was my first gun, guys, that I have ever gotten. It's in perfectly working order. I did a rebuild kit just so that I can store it, and I haven't used it since, but I just have it as memories. And this is one of the best guns that you can get from siphon feed. Right there. It's a Binks Model 7. Guys, and there it is. These are some of the paint guns that I have right now. I'll be doing another video on some other ones that I have. I didn't want to make this video super long, so these are some of the favorite guns that I have, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you kind of figured out as to the price range. Any of these guns that you get, guys, are going to work perfectly. If you get one of these and you don't know how to adjust it, hit me up. I'll let you know as to how to adjust it, how to get a perfect paint job with them. I can talk about any of them with you, and I can help you out as to how to adjust them, what pressure they use, or what pressure you can use, and you won't have any problems. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video, just showing some of the paint guns that I have. I have other ones that I'm going to do another video on later on. I still have a lot of work coming up, so stay tuned. Alright guys, thank you, have a great weekend, and like always, God bless.
On this episode of Paint Society, we're going to review two guns that will be a better fit for a smaller compressor system. We're going to use our RDX to teach us how to blend paint with these guns and also spray a beautiful coat of clear. Can these low pressure guns still give us a factory finish that we would get with other guns? Stay tuned to find out more. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Paint Society, the channel where the learning doesn't stop when the video ends. So on this episode, we're going to go ahead and review these two guns. Now, we have LVLP and we have HVLP. Both are going to be great contenders for your at-home system or in the body shop. Now, for your do-it-yourselfers, you're probably going to want to go and venture out to the LVLP, a low-volume, low-pressure paint gun requiring, obviously, less air from your compressors. If you're like me, when I was younger, a compressor that hooks into 120, which is most of what you guys have in your garage, is only around 30 gallons, not enough to really get around a car. But with an LVLP requiring low volume, you might have a chance of painting a couple more parts. And then we're going to have our HVLP, the ITALCO High Gloss X1. Now, this is a gun I've been looking forward to trying for a long time. HVLP is high volume, so will require a little bit more air, okay, but still having that low pressure, which is good when you're at home or even in the shop, less overspray, you can see what you're doing. So let's go ahead and check them out a little bit more. Now, out of the box, these are fine looking guns, and that's not just because we have the Paint Society logo inscribed on both of the guns. Now, this is the Arita right here. Now, both come in a 1.3. You can take a look at the finish. It's got that anti-stick finish, which is really cool, and it feels good in the hand. You're going to have your fan right here, like most typical guns, and you're going to have air control right here, okay, and then your fluid. So as far as the gun's concerned, they're pretty straight up. Same here with the gloss. Now, this is the one we're going to use for the clear. So we have the ITALCO and the Arita, and both of them we'll use for base and then for clear. Now, taking a look at this one, is a nice black finish, has that same finish that is easier to clean. You're going to have your fan here once again, okay? You have about maybe a 3/4 of a turn, and then your fluid, and then your air pressure as well. Now, all guns I'll set standard. When I go into the booth, I'll back out, okay? You don't have to take it so the knob comes off, but you'll hold the trigger just like that. You'll turn in the fluid until I can't turn it anymore. Now I know I'm set it wide open. I'll do just a small turn, and then I'll operate from there. Fan will set at wide open. So let's go into the booth and let's start to see how this thing works. So this is the job. We'll be going ahead and spraying a bumper, and we will be blending paint into this area and re-clearing the whole entire panel. This is the first time using these guns, so I'm really excited to put them to the test and see how they work on a wide range panel right here. All right, so we're ready to spray. We're going to put down a clear base first to help out with our blending. It's a blending additive. Most paint manufacturers will actually make that in their paint line. Now, with the air on this gun, it just it turns off, okay, one way, and it turns off the other way. So you got to nail it right in the middle. And then you can adjust your pressure from there. We'll bring it around 17 PSI, maybe 16, around that range. All right, so that clear base went down. Let me show you what we got going on. This is primer right here, blue primer. And then I spotted a dent just a little bit too late. So this is UV primer right here. So we can get the car into the booth. Now you can see this is our blend area. We fixated the car so that the exhaust, okay, is pulling paint this way. We don't want to pull paint this way because we don't want to mess with our front door and our blend. We want it to kind of go back towards the bumper. All right, so we're going to spray our paint on the first coat, and we're going to keep it within here, right within here. We're not going to go too crazy. So I noticed my droplets were a touch too big, so I went ahead and I'm going to bump the pressure up just around 20 psi, and we're going to see how that is. Now when I go to